Thanks for joining me. This is Danny and welcome back to my Real Tech series. Today we are going to be playing around a little bit with the Forestry mod. We're going to make a forestry tree farm, but we're not going to do it here. We're going to do it in the next village, or at the end of this line, at the end of our little train line, because we're going to be kind of building a summer home over there, or a summer factory, and I heard the locals there have discovered some new technologies that's going to help us kind of get around a little bit, and to help us with our transportation. But we don't really have a good way to move items back and forth or to share items between the two places. So we are going to be doing some resource gathering over there, and that's going to include a tree farm. And instead of doing the same thing that we already did here, making the Steve's Carts tree farm, this time we're going to do a forestry tree farm over there, in preparation of what's going to be going on next. So right now I've been working on gathering some resources because we need a considerable amount of copper. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make 36 of these farm blocks. So 72 copper we're going to require. We're going to need a bunch of these tin electron tubes, which is going to amount to 45 tin ingots. We're also going to need a thermionic fabricator from Forestry in order to make our tin electron tube. So let's actually start there, because it's going to take a little while to melt the liquid glass. So 500 millibuckets of liquid glass per 4 electron tubes, and we have to do 9 sets of 4, so we're going to need 450. So we can put glass in there, or we can just put sand in there and it'll make it into glass. Let's see, how are we doing with sand? Actually, not too bad. So why don't we just throw like 16 sand in there, and then what's going to happen is this thing is going to use some RF to heat itself up, and once it gets warm enough, then it's going to start to melt the glass. So while we're waiting for that to happen, we can set up the recipe and get some of the supplies we're going to need. So we basically, to use this thermionic fabricator, we set up our recipe like so, and now it has a recipe, and it's missing liquid resources because it's still heating up the point, so it's now going to start melting it. So we've got, actually that's going to be enough for now. That's 7,500. So each block of sand gave us 1 bucket of of liquid glass, and as you can see, we can just pull the electron tube out. It's going to make another one, and we'll just do that until we have how many we need, which was 36. Okay, so there we have our, oh, we only needed 36, darn it. Oh well, we have 40 electron tubes. Maybe we'll use these for something else at some point in the future, who knows. And this guy is going to continue to take RF. I'm actually going to disconnect it because we don't really need it to. We'll disconnect it, and then what's going to happen is it's going to cool back down. Otherwise it'll just keep consuming RF, which means that if we want more liquid glass, we'll have to wait for it to heat up again. Oh, some of our copper's coming in. Hooray! Make it so that we only have exactly 36 of these stone bricks in here. And then I can shift click. Oh, except the tin electron tubes are not in there. Oh, I need slabs. Duh. Okay. So we're going to have to take 36 logs and make that many slabs out of them. 72 slabs. And there we go. There's our 36 farm blocks. And then we're going to need a bunch of stone bricks as well. So then with some of these farm blocks, we're going to be making some special blocks. We're going to need 3 tin gears for this, which requires copper when you're doing just forestry. And then we're going to make a farm gearbox that consumed one of our farm blocks. This is going to allow RF input. I guess we'll do the farm valve. That's going to allow water input, because we're not going to automate everything with this particular farm, but we might as well automate water because that's easy enough to do in this pack. I don't think we're going to do the hatch, which is for item input output. I think we're going to skip that for now, and we're not going to do the controller because we don't. So that's actually all we're going to need for that, and then of course a bunch of stone bricks. So I'm going to throw those in this wooden storage crate so that we can bring that with us. And then we're going to need a bunch of dirt. And we're going to need a bunch of fertilizer. Let's just do like half of that. And that is going to require some sand. So let's grab maybe 2 stacks of fertilizer for now. I think we've got everything we need. I'm bringing a little extra power, another windmill, and a dynamo, and wires, and all that kind of stuff, just in case we don't have enough power out there. I think we do. All this stuff I'm just going to leave behind here. I hope I don't leave behind anything important, because it's kind of a long trek, so I don't want to have to come back here for a while. Oh, of course, it's got to be raining, huh? We're going to be taking the train in the rain, it looks like. All right, here we go. We're up. We're off to our summer home. Well, our vacation house. Whee! We're at our final destination train station, and this is where we're going to build the tree farm. We're actually going to build it right here for now. My plan is to secure this village, and I've got a few of these powered lanterns set up already to keep mobs from spawning, and I'm just going to come around, or just going to go through the village and kind of light things up and add some fences and stuff, just to make sure that our villagers are safe, because this is going to be kind of our second home. And up here, somewhere around here, I plan on building just kind of our little vacation house in a future episode. But I have quite a few other things I want to do in this village before we get to that. And of course, today we're going to be building a tree farm. Hooray! Okay, so I'm just going to set this crate down here, and I'm going to grab our farm blocks, our farm gearbox, and our farm valve. So we're actually going to make the smallest forestry farm, which is going to be 17 by 17, but with angled sides. So it's not quite going to be 17 times 17 blocks, but we're going to go, the edge of the farm is going to be right about here. So we're going to have to start 7 blocks from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there. So we can build this up, or we can build it down under the ground. I think I'm going to actually build it up here, and then it's going to be hanging over here. I'm going to end up just kind of filling in that valley just to make it look decent. So I'm just going to do this. And this is a solid block, and it's going to be a 3 by 3 by 4. But I have to decide where I want to put the gearbox. Probably on the top, like probably right here, since our power is over there. And then the water input, the farm valve, I'll put that back here. Oh, actually, I don't want it to get in the way though. Oh, you know what? That's why I usually do these underground for the tree farms. So I guess, you know what? I'm going to put this on the bottom. The valve. And we'll just have a regular farm block in there, and then I got to fill up the rest with farm blocks. And there we go. We know we got it right because we got that little stripe. We can right click on this now and we can see that we've got a tree farm because we haven't put a circuit in there to change it to something else, and the tree farm is the default. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And sure, why not use the builder's wand? I didn't bring a charger here though. Okay. going to do this on every side, and the water is just going to come in from the bottom there. I ended up moving it down one because the dirt's going to actually be placed on top of the stone bricks, and that's actually the level I want the dirt, so I kind of forgot about that. So now I've got the 2 3x7 areas. So now we need to make the diagonal going across here. There. Okay, and then I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. There, all done. Now we just got to get power and water. I'm going to put it on top. And then I'm going to grab a wire. And I think it'll reach from here. Yay! Infinite water source from pressure pipes. I had that laying around. I hope it works for this. And by default, that should already be outputting from the bottom. And then I'm going to need a hammer. Wait. Here we go. And we want that to orange. And then we take our fluid pipes and we run them up into that thing. And then we got to give this guy a redstone signal. All right, we've got power and water. Now we just need to give this guy some fertilizer and some dirt. And it should start. It should start placing the dirt. Actually, maybe it's waiting for saplings. I don't have any saplings. Okay, so I'm going to have to get some saplings. Oh boy, oh my gosh, that's making me lag. And you can see it's placing humus, which is going to be nice for good fast growth. I'm going to use the grafter from Forestry, because that'll get me a sapling every time. Until it's dead, which doesn't take long. That's all I got, huh? I'm going to throw those oak saplings in here, and then when it plants them, they're going to become apple oak saplings from Forestry. Nice. Now, having this above the ground is going to reduce the productivity of it a little bit, because the trees next to it aren't going to grow as well, but it should be fine. Yay, we have our first tree. Nice. Okay, let's hope it gets a lot of saplings from this. Nice. I love that the forestry farms pick up like everything. They don't lose stuff. It's nice. Got 3 saplings. Okay. I'm just going to put those back up there. I'm working on some beautification over here. Kind of making it look a little bit more natural instead of just having a big drop off right on the edge of the farm. There we go. I moved this windmill over there. I never really liked it over here anyway. I had to break away this house a little bit because it wouldn't fit there otherwise. But yeah, that's better. It's a little further away and it looks, yeah, better. I'm getting a little bit more power out here. I went out to my campsite and I had a bunch of these extra thermoelectric generators that I wasn't using out there. I've got lava under this block, that block, and that block. And the thermoelectric generators will give us power based on the difference of the temperature between blocks on either side of it. So I have lava on 2 sides of each, and then I'm going to have water on the other 2 sides of each. And then I'm going to head back to my base because there's a couple things I've decided that I want to bring out here. One of them is a power cell. I want to make a power cell so that we can store some power. And I also decided that I do want to make the farm hatch because I do want to automate the pulling of this stuff. I mean, even like the saplings, it won't pull its saplings back. So I have to manually grab the saplings and put them back in there. Although, as you can see, we are completely full now. We have enough saplings. And I've got quite a bit of wood. I have a bunch of wood in here, and I have a bunch of wood in here. So we've already done quite a bit of wood, although a little bit of time has passed. I did quite a bit. I've actually lowered the ground here. I flattened a lot of stuff, and I made some pathways, and this area was all water here. And it was just splitting the whole village, and it was a mess because the villagers were all sitting in the water. And I'm starting to regrow the crops out here because they all died because I was out here in the winter. Like, all the crops in this entire village are dead, so I'm going to kind of start to bring those back. Just been working on kind of making some pathways, filling in holes, making everything safe. And eventually I'm going to run power through the whole village and get some of these powered lights around everywhere so that we don't have to worry about mobs spawning. And just over the next couple episodes, I'm kind of going to be improving the village and playing with a new technology, which we'll be seeing in a second. Well, I guess I'm going to have to move my windmills because they get stuck in the trees when trees go by them. Oops. Alright, we're heading back home just to pick up a few things, do a little bit of crafting. It's always raining when we leave. What's up with that? I got all the stuff I need. Whoa. I've got... well, I had a couple powered lanterns. I made a couple farm hatches. I forgot to bring the farm blocks with me, so I ended up just making new ones. Wooden post, item routers, capacitors, a hopper, and a drawer controller. I made a bunch of drawers out there, so I'm going to get those all linked together. I'm going to put the 2 farm hatches down here. We're on the bottom of the farm, of course. And I'm going to have a hopper pulling out of one, actually going into an item router. Put the item router there. Let's make a little more room here. Okay, there we go. So this is going to pull stuff out right away, and then we want to quickly filter so that the top only gets saplings. We only want saplings to go back into the farm. Actually, let me get over here so I can see. Make sure nothing else got in there. Nope, just saplings. Yay! So it is working. Okay, but now it's full. And I'm going to put a drawer controller right there. And I'm just going to run hopper ducts all the way. And I think I'm just going to let everything through. Anything that's not a sapling can go this way. And when we get full of wood, I'll put void upgrades on the other drawers. On everything but the wood drawer. And once we're full of wood, then these hopper ducts will all get clogged up, and then the tree farm will stop. I don't know if it will. I'll put into a hopper duct, though. It will. Nice. I put saplings in there, too, just in case. Well, not just in case. It will. Eventually, this thing will fill up, and it won't have anywhere to put saplings, and we don't want that to clog up the system. But because there's a filter for saplings over there, it's going to put them there if it can. But if it can't, then it'll end up going along this line because there's no filter on it. So the hopper ducts are not inserting into the drawer controller. I don't know why. They should, but they don't. So I'm going to put a hopper there. And then I'm just going to have the hopper ducts can definitely insert into hoppers. And of course, hoppers can definitely insert into the drawer controller. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. I'm trying to hook up all my wires and trees keep growing up here. Nothing has power right now. I've got the power cell on top of the tree farm, and I've just got all the wires coming together over there. I moved the one windmill. I haven't moved the other one yet, though. Okay, tree farm's got power. These wire connectors can only have one connection, so I had to put a relay on here. And now I've started linking from the relay, and then it's going to go to one of these two. It's one closer than the other. They're both about the same, aren't they? There we go. Everything has power again. Nice. There. Now we've got a powered lantern over here, which will stop mobs from spawning. This is my old house. My old little house that I used to stay at a long time ago. When I was hunting hunting freezes over here. That was a pretty rough trip. Our oak wood drawer is full. Hooray! And our farm is doing well, our power gen is doing well, and most of our village is now covered by powered lanterns. And that's about all I have time for today, but I did want to show you one thing. Remember I said earlier that there's something going on in this village. There's some new technology in the works that we're going to be able to play with next time. I'm really excited. Some new engineering technology that's going to help us get around a little bit faster. We head down this street over to the edge of town. Wait, where's... No, I'm lost. Over on the edge of town here, we've got some new technology brewing. Check this out. What do you suppose this is? A fuel station from a car mod? So this is what we're going to be working on next time. We're going to be checking out the ultimate car mod. I'm so excited. This mod looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I do hope you join me for that. Of course, if you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And of course, if you did enjoy this, don't forget to click the like button and to join me next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.